This is our First Amendment right at its finest. This is what you and I can do to get out whatever word it is that we have to do. I'm in Access Television because I want to be here. I love it. I can't really say enough about what it means to me and how important the things that you, the producers, are doing. Everybody needs to keep up everything that we're doing and keep moving forward. Make better television, make more television, and make hard impacting television.
Hi, my name is Barbara Ellingwood. I'm with Cable 17 from Derry, New Hampshire, and I'm out here attending the Tacoma conference.
This is Perry Newell. I'm from Tacoma, Washington, where the Alliance for Community Media is meeting. Tacoma's an interesting place. We've got lots of happiness, lots of fiber. We have a system that is already in place that the citizens purchased, that is digital, that allows us to reach the homes. Community media to us is the capacity to actually put that system in place. But public access we don't have yet. We're working on it.
Whereas the 2003 Alliance for Community Media International Conference and Trade Show is being held in Tacoma, Washington, July 9th through July 12th, 2003. And whereas visitors have traveled to Washington from across the United States and around the world to attend the conference and enjoy the hospitality and scenic beauty that Washington has to offer, now therefore, I, Gary Locke, Governor of the State of Washington, do hereby proclaim July 9th through 12th, 2003 as Alliance for Community Media Days in the state of Washington, and I urge all citizens to join me in this special observance. Signed, the 19th day of June, the Governor, Gary Locke.
So what do you want? Yeah, your name, where you're from, what do you do, and your definition of community media.
My name's Paul Archer. I'm from Salina, Kansas. My definition of community media is the community being directly involved in producing the media.
Okay, my name is Linda Phillips. I'm Executive Director of Community Access in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And I forgot your sentence.
Frank Nelson. I'm from Gillette, Wyoming with Gillette Public Access Television.
Are you ready?
I'm going, yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. Community media is anything that helps people get across their ideas and desires, what they want to do for themselves and their community for their future.
Hi, my name is Victor Hornstra. I'm from Portland Cable Access in Portland, Oregon, and I manage the public access portion of our operation as well as the programming. And to me, community media is about doing it yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to do it for you.
Community media is everyone.
And I'm Don Hedden from Seattle Community Access Network, where I'm the Director of Production Operations. And I believe that community media is primarily about teaching people to be media literate and knowing not only how to produce programs, but how to watch programs.
I'm an independent producer at Access Tucson, our public access station. I think that community media is there to provide the opportunity for people to use the new technologies and to be able to cablecast, broadcast, or otherwise get their message, their stories out to a bigger audience than they could if they were like standing in a wash on a milk crate or on the street corner.
My name is Soha, and I'm at CCTV in Salem, Oregon. I'm an intern there. And community television is an excellent venue in which people can express what they believe is important and just have a creative outlet.
My name is Caroline Young. I'm a teacher at Rockford in Minnesota, and my definition of community access is a place where people can go to express themselves and participate in things that affect the community.
I'm really into trying to create a stronger sense of place, and I think community media is a great way for people to trade skills. A local character.
I'm John Higgins. I'm a professor of political science at Penn State University, and my definition of community media is
he's lying.
Those who can do, those who can't teach.
My name is John Higgins, and
Damn it! John Higgins, please stand up.
And community media is fun, inspiring, and we should all watch it and support it.
I'm the real John Higgins, and I'm from San Francisco, and I'm on the board of directors of San Francisco's Public Access, and I also teach.
You're lying. You're liars.
It's true. It's true. Because the answer I have for what is community media would take 20 minutes, and even then we'd only start to scratch the surface.
I'm Timothy Lang, Programming Director at the Kalamazoo Access Center in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and community media is a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Adam Dusenberry from Winchester, Massachusetts. Community access is First Amendment to its best, and allows people to say what they want to say without any repercussion. Name, where I'm at, what I do, and my definition. Okay.
My name is Julie, and I'm from Silverton, Oregon, and I believe that community media is media of, by, and for the people.
For the people, by the people, and isn't there in spite of the people?
Community media is by the people and for the people.
My definition of community media is TV for you, by you.
It can be video, it can be computer, it can be hand-drawn, it can be movement, it can be anything a person could imagine.
What's up? My name is Jose Candelario. I'm from Citizens Television, New Haven, Connecticut. And community media for me is for everyone in our community to have an opportunity to have access to the entire community and to express their vision and their point of view and what is their concern.
I like to think of it as a window into our community and bringing people together, and I can't say it any other way, that being a window into the people.
I was touched this week by someone who shared the idea of reclaiming their history or reclaiming themselves, and I think that's what community media is about. It's taking our community back and going out there and just giving it to the people. And I just want to do anything I can to do that, and I'm happy for those who are out there doing it, keep doing it, and for those who need help, don't be afraid to ask.
I'm Beth Trout. I work at Cape Cod Community Media Center. I'm the program coordinator, and community media means to me the community coming in and doing all sorts of media, like internet and television and web and anything, including media.
Hi, my name is, do you want first and last?
Whatever you want to do, yeah.
Hi, I'm Peg Dano, and I am the treasurer for Concord Community Television in Concord, New Hampshire. And community media to me is a magnet that draws the precious metal of our community into one place and brings joy to all that it touches.
And I'm from Portland Cable Access in Portland, Oregon. Are you going to edit this?
Oh yeah, I'll be editing.
Okay, you have to start over again. I forgot what I do.
Hi, I'm Amy Davies from Cape Cod, from the Cape Cod Community Media Center. I'm the training coordinator, and media to me, or public media, is anyone being able to express their idea and having other people see it in whatever form that they choose.
Okay, I remembered. Hi, my name is Lauren, and I work at Portland Cable Access in Portland, Oregon. I'm the program scheduler. I also teach Final Cut Pro, and my definition of community media is media that is made by the people in the community.
Hi, my name is Rich Pizzullo. I'm from Salina, Kansas. I'm a professor of communications at Kansas Wesleyan University, and I'm on the board of trustees for Community Access Television in Salina, Kansas. My definition of community media is that you have an opportunity to have a voice in your community and you get to use the medium of television.
Allowing them to get the chance to decide for themselves rather than reading it in the newspapers or hearing it from other resources, and making a good decision and do the best thing for our community.
There we go.
He seems so close.
Well, I am close. I got a wide angle lens, so that's what because I'm using the sound here.
Okay.
So yeah.
Howdy. My name is Matt Belfiore. Sorry, hold on. I gotta get used to this. Hold on. Here we go.
Go.
Well, this is
We're all in.
paraphrasing. You'll probably get on. You paraphrase. All right. You rolling?
Yep, we're rolling. Yeah, okay.
I am Elliot Margulies, and I'm an executive producer at the Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center in Palo Alto, California, south of San Francisco. I think community media is when people in the community have a channel that connects them to where they live and creates some pathways between different groups that live in the same area.
My definition of, what was it, community media?
Exactly.
And pretty much, as I drop my toothpick, community access means to me, why thank you, it means free speech, being able to say what you want to say, whenever you feel like saying it. And community access gives you a forum to do that, unlike newspapers or anything else in your community would. So I'd say everybody should take advantage of public access, because eventually all the conglomerates are going to eat up everything and you're not going to have free speech. So there you go. Community media, to me, is, give me a second to formulate this.
I'm John Peterson with the LMCC. I'm the assistant studio manager, and I think that community media is complete access.
Community media to me is giving somebody the ability to put whatever the heck they want on TV without anybody telling them that it's not good enough or that it's not proper enough or it's not anything enough. Anything that they want to put on TV, they can put on TV, and I think that's incredible. To be able to do that for nothing is great. Now, does that actually work in real life? Well, that's another story, but that to me is the what do you want to call it, in a perfect world definition of media TV.
Our community in Chicago is incredibly vital. We've got all kinds of people, all kinds of issues, and I feel that it's our responsibility to help reflect and to be a participatory medium for those things that are happening on in our wonderful city.
Hi, I'm Daniel Hanna from Seattle Community Access Network, and I'm on the board there. I've been doing independent media work since 1994. I'm also work with the Independent Media Center and a group called Reclaim the Media. And I think community media is really very important because you look around at the corporate media and the lies that they're telling. All you have to do is look at weapons of mass destruction to see that we really need alternative voices, and we need to, what's the phrase that Chomsky uses? Intellectual self-defense. Community television is our best intellectual self-defense.
Hi, I'm Angelo Kumov, Education and Training Director of SCAN, Seattle Community Access Network. And community media is when the community comes in to create media for themselves. It's to get their voices out, get access to mass media they don't have. So they choose the time, they choose the message, they choose how long the message is. It's their channel, it's their message, it's their media.
Community media is your television, it's our television. It's television that gives people access, it gives people a skill, it gives people a voice, and it does it in a way that we've never had before the advent of community television. I think this is important, and I think that it has created a lot of good synergies, a lot of good possibilities, and it's got even more growing to do. Michael Nobby is my name, Michael Max Nobby, and I'm with BronxNet Community Television. I run the station, and we've been cable casting for the last 10 years.
My name is Sapna Shahani. I am the facility manager for Berkeley Community Media in Berkeley, California, in the Bay Area. And my definition of community media is putting up media as to make it available to the most diverse range of people.
My name is April Lisa Snyder. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. Community television to me means access to anyone who has imagination and desire to create art in this particular medium. It also means creating community within the organization so that everyone feels welcome. It's possible to have all the access in the world, but if people in their heart level aren't open to other people sharing that, it just doesn't happen. So it's all about creating relationships and making people know that they're welcome and that their ideas are welcome and that they have a voice in this world.
Hi, my name is Andre Stewart, and I'm with Portland Cable Access. And what do I think community media is the question. Community media is when knowledgeable people in the community share all of their aspirations into getting information to the community.
I think community media is a great stew. It's not a melting pot, because a melting pot gives you slush, but a stew keeps all of the ingredients separate but included. And I believe it was Sue Buskey that originally came up with that idea, but I think it's a good one because community media does that, and that's what value I find in it, is that it's open to all cultures and provides that diverse stew that we all need to have.
I come from West Africa, Guinea, Conakry. I'm an artist, I play music.
Let us look at the video of our recipient of this year's Jewel Ryan White Award for Cultural Diversity.
During the late 1970s, Tariq, better known as J.C. Baghdadi, served as a popular and charismatic television anchor in Tripoli, Libya. But as the government of Colonel Muammar al-Gaddafi became more repressive, J.C. left his country and sought asylum in Sweden. Eventually, he landed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and soon found his way back to television, but this time as a producer at MTN Public Access. JC has served as a beacon for new immigrants, welcoming them in Arabic, English, Italian, Spanish, and French. As studio manager, he works with producers to make sure that they have a clear understanding of what is expected of them. His friendship is all-encompassing, and his advice delves into all areas of survival in the cold Minnesota climate. Currently, MTN has 7 weekly programs created by Somali producers and weekly series programs from Oromian, Eritrean, Ethiopian, Hmong, and Vietnamese producers. JC is at the center of the MTN production wheel. In 1989, MTN, led by JC, partnered with several organizations to start a youth training program. JC has been a dynamic teacher and a respected friend. He is infamous for keeping students engaged and productive. The subject matter of the student videos is often controversial and cutting edge, such as transgender issues, gay adoption, and low-income housing. JC navigates these waters with true leadership and a deep respect for their youthful insightfulness. JC has adapted our youth training curriculum for countless programs that focus on at-risk and low-income youth. JC Baghdadi deserves this award because he has worked diligently for 16 years to make public access in Minneapolis welcoming to all. He has gone out of his way to make sure that the gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual producers at MTN feel appreciated and wanted. His respect for the First Amendment is deep and stems from his own personal experience with media repression. Although he and his son have personally experienced the backlash of anti-Arab sentiment in this country, he has not become bitter. Instead, he has fought to ensure that no community be a target of discrimination.
Firstly, I would like to thank the Alliance for Community Media for giving me such a prestigious award, and also regret the fact that I cannot be with you today as I'm producing a community event celebrating diversity in the city of Minneapolis. Secondly, to me, this award is a vivid testimony to the dedication of the entire MTN staff and board of directors, their dedication to the principle of public access, and also the dedication to making sure that the diverse communities in Minnesota have a voice. Thanks for the inspiration. Our work continues. Have a great conference. Enjoy yourself. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
On behalf of JC, a man who is not known to have few words, I felt like I have to say shukran and sincere thanks. He was, as I said, not a man of few words, but he was definitely humbled by this honor. And he is an inspiration to the whole community and a very powerful personal mentor as well. So, thank you.
Hello, I'm Jim Elder in Olympia, Washington, and I'm a retired person. And to me, community media is volunteerism. I like to see the local public get more involved in local activities and have their experiences expressed on a public access channel.
I'm Kaylee, and I'm from Olelo Community Television in Honolulu. And community television, to me, is community creating media that results in change. It's not what you think it is, it's not what I think it is, it's about what the community thinks it is. And it's not just TV.
I see it as bringing community together on issues.
And it's interesting that you should ask me about my definition of community media, because people have asked me that before, and I have said, well, strictly speaking, community media is anything that's in the community that is not owned by one of those, 8 major owners. So it really ought to include radio, it ought to include alternative newspapers, and all that sort of thing.
I'm Dennis Moynihan with Democracy Now!, and I think community media is an important organizing tool for confronting corporate power. I encourage everyone to get involved, make your own media, support community independent media. We see a rise of attacks on public access TV from the cable industry, and we need to fight that. And so I really think that it's a forum for us to share ideas and organize, come together, organizing people power, as Saul Alinsky said, against money power.
And what community media is should really be determined and defined by the community. And since I understand this is from Minnesota, I couldn't begin to guess. And I don't really know what community media is in that context, but I do know what art I don't like. Thanks.
Linda Greco. I work for Brooklyn Community Access Television in Brooklyn, New York, known as BCAT. I'm a master control operator. I get to see all the programming. Community media isn't always what it should be at the different access centers. It should be a diversity of opinions and voices, and it's not always. And that's what the goal should be.
Hi, my name is Joe Johnson. I'm with Community Media Network in Troy, Michigan. I'm a studio manager there. I teach our video production workshops, oversee productions and make sure they go smoothly. My definition of community media is basically giving people who don't have the means to put their message on television to reach the masses. I think that's what public access is all about, is just giving everyone an equal opportunity to reach as many people as they can with their message. We provide the tools, the place, the assistance, the knowledge to do that. And I'm proud to say that I help people accomplish their goals of doing that.
Hi, I'm Eileen Harris. I'm from Gig Harbor, Washington, and I work with youth in public housing as the resident program manager. And how I define community media is the ability for the public to access TV or the radio or any free press and to give their message and their concerns to the community abroad.
Hi, my name's Roberta Coald. I am the coordinator of the Kitsap Center for Excellence in Media Literacy and an independent contractor working with high-risk youth. I'm from Belfair, Washington, and I define community media as a way for people to take control of something they normally see themselves as being passive. They see it as being something that's external to them. Community media allows people to take control of their own community and their own media.
Hi, I'm Mary Shanahan Spanik, and I'm the Executive Director of the West Dallas Community Media Center. It's a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And community media to me is just the most wonderful opportunity, and the only opportunity where people can come and, express their opinions and tell people about things that they think are important and share, the wonderful talents that they have. And it's just really the most fantastic opportunity that any community could have.
Hi, I'm Jim Lundberg from the Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission. I'm the station manager, and my definition of community media is whatever the community wants to put on the air, because that's what community media is.
I knew less now about what community media really is than I did before. But it's non-corporate, grassroots, democratic, horizontal, participatory, good media.
Hi, I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Community media is people's media. It's people making their own media so that we can come to know each other not through a corporate lens, but through the lens, the experience, the authentic words of people all over, not with some commercial agenda, not trying to sell you something or to seduce you into buying something, but just people honestly conveying what they think, what they do through the images, through a lens, through a camera.
Anyway, that's community media. It's us, the people.
Hey,